Hi there everyone, this is Ryan from Unearthed Podcast here with another Scottish town of the day. Today I'm looking at Dornoch. Dornoch is up on the northeast coast of Scotland in the Sutherland area, and it's a really beautiful town. It's well worth visiting. If you're travelling around there, I'd highly recommend staying over in Dornoch. It's where I used to go when I was younger on family holidays. But Dornoch has a weird name. So looking at it apparently from the Gaelic means pebbly beach, but a dorn in Gaelic is also a fist, and there's some people saying that actually Dornoch means essentially fist pebbles. So they would be so big in Dornoch, these pebbles, you'd pick them up the size of your fist and often use them as weapons. So be careful, if you go to Dornoch, you might get pelted by stones. But also Dornoch has some really old buildings in its town. First and foremost is the 13th century cathedral, which is stunning. It did burn down in the 16th century and it was rebuilt again, but nevertheless, it is still there with the original cemetery. And funnily enough, in 2000, it was where Madonna got her child Rocco christened. I did not know this. It was before she married Guy Ritchie in nearby Skibo Castle, but nevertheless, that's pretty cool, right? However, we have some other things about Dornoch. One of them is quite dark. In fact, in 1727, it was host to the last burning of a witch in Scotland. This was a woman called Janet Horn, who apparently her neighbours were complaining about. And sadly for Janet, her child also had some deformities. Now, this is pretty tragic, but nevertheless, her neighbours saw this as an excuse to say that her child was somehow being turned into a horse, and that Janet would ride her to meet the devil. And this absurd claim actually persuaded the judge to convict both Janet and her daughter of witchcraft. However, Janet's daughter escaped her confinement, but Janet was not so lucky, and Janet was traipsed through town in a barrel covered in tar and then finally burnt alive in what we think is June 1727. But 9 years after she was killed, the Witchcraft Act in Scotland was repealed, and basically ending 200 years almost of barbaric legal practices against women and some men in the country. So it's quite a sad story, and nevertheless you can go up there and pay your respects and see the witch's stone in commemoration of her. So that's Dornoch, guys. It's a beautiful town with a dark history, just like everywhere, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Cheery, bye.